Hello guys, welcome to part 2 of the beginner modeling exercises. Last time we modeled these handles. Let's continue with this next batch. Alright, let's start with, well, maybe this one. We can always just kind of undo some of these or delete them. Start with here. Sometimes it's good to apply at a poly on top and just kind of delete to kind of reestablish where the center is. Alright guys, looks like it's kind of sharp on the bottom, flat and more curvy here. Also looks like it's wider here and getting more narrower here. So kind of a fun little exercise for us. Just doing basic things like scaling. And it looks like guys it's sharper here versus kind of smoother here. So kind of a fun challenge for us. It's very good to learn kind of transitioning forms. Let's insert a loop through here. Control Alt, left click. Perhaps make this wider. Alright, we need to probably make this flatter here. Let's also make it more curved here. Alright guys, something like that. If you guys are enjoying this video, be sure to check out the description where I have links to more advanced courses such as on sci-fi design, futuristic vehicles, furniture, and more comprehensive advanced courses. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Let's start with, let's see, let's go with this one. Remember the radius max member is your last gizmo movement, so we can just kind of left click and just do the Y. Alright. As you guys can see, with lots of things, I do prefer to use just Turbo Smooth as opposed to Open Subdiv. But I do want to show you both methods. Alright. Let's see. It looks like it's getting a little bit wider here in the middle, guys. Let's reset it by removing some edges. Faster way of changing topology is activate edge constraints. Move here, weld. I have set to Control W. Alright. Let's get this kind of effect. Clear on the Z-axis. And scale. Perhaps scale on the Y. Perhaps extrude here. Insert loop through there. And scale. Alright. Insert two loops through here. Insert loop through here. Now, a problem that may occur is we have this kind of pole right here, which is the 5 edges here. So to make it a little bit better, you may want to just kind of do that right there. As you notice, this is now kept on a flat surface, and this edge on the border now has just 4 edges. This vertex now is connected to 4 edges. Let's also activate symmetry on Y. As you notice here, it's kind of thicker here, so I'll just adjust it. And I guess I'll scale this to make it a little bit wider here. It seems to be a little bit wider here in the middle. Alright, just some subtle wideness here. You can also kind of model a hole here if you want. Alright, I can hold Control Convert to Vertex Snap. And then I can kind of make sure the Z-axis is active and then snap to this right here. Alright. And symmetry. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Another fun shape going on here. Alright. Let's start with, let's say, this one. All right. Let's see here. Let's make this thinner here. symmetry. Set flow. Make this thinner. Increase loops here. I'll apply a poly on top. I'll just select this. Scale. Scale on the bottom here. Regularize. Bridge. Adjust this. Alright, let's go ahead and scale this. Alright, it looks like this part here is a little bit elevated. Let me see here. Right here, planar on the X. First, we make this taller. I'll do a little bit of straightening out here. Yeah, I want to keep this part sharper, but this part more smooth. Alright guys, that's been the next set. Thank you for watching and take care.